Hello. So this is where I spawned. I kind of forgot that I was up here looking around at the land. There are a lot of mobs. So I was actually wanting to look into Axiom because I watched a video about color theory building in Minecraft and he used Axiom. So I'm kind of curious about using Axiom. I'm not sure if I could necessarily use it on the server. I don't know how Axiom works. If it's server side or client side. But I'm interested in using it, especially with trying to figure out my themes around this area. Definitely gonna take some planning. And I really hope Fall's okay with being moved over here. He hasn't been on in a little while. Maybe we could build him a nice house. And maybe still use some of his special blocks that he made this house out of. I don't necessarily want to, like, show him up, but I also want him to have a house that feels like his. Gotta make a theme that those not happy gas, they're not happy at the moment, but the little gaslings and using some beacons and boar blossoms, maybe a green and off-white theme. Hello, Janalid. Welcome to the stream. I just spawned up here, so I'm waiting for it to be daytime. I could probably, theoretically, go over there and get a bed. But also want to observe. I want to get Axiom. Do you know how Axiom works? I saw someone use it, and it looks very helpful for finding block gradients. Make it a little bit simpler for me. Okay, someone used it in a color theory for Minecraft video. And I'm not sure if it's client side or server side. So I'm not sure if I'd have to do like a single player world to use it, figure it out in creative, and then just use it over here, what I learn, or if I'll be able to use it on the server. I'm just trying to come up with some plans, because I think over here I want to be the entrance, like have a bridge from these islands, or have this being like boating dock for people who come up the river, and this be the entrance. And it's hard to tell, but this is a hill section right here. And then the path would wind around this little hill, have some sort of building here for like a beachside hotel or tall apartment building. Then this circle would be like the main street of little shops. And then by my cave is the quarry area. But then up by the quarry has the path getting up to this section. We'll have a church, a park, a different type of building like a library or something. And then back here would be the suburban homes. And then over here, back by Vol's area, this could potentially be a farm. Have like a farmhouse somewhere over around here. And then have all of this be farm. Idea, it's all in my head. I just don't know what any of it's gonna look like is the thing. Like, I know how I want it to be laid out, but my stopping point is knowing how to go about building them. And the colors. I feel like I should go on the internet and figure out. I'll get down from here first. Go to my house, and then I'll pull up the interwebs and look up Axiom. See how it works. Oh no! Engineer fell from a high place. So I think I'll get off this second. And then let's get a new enter tab. And then we do this screen. And then we look up Axiom. Gets that. Minecraft mod. Is it on curse? Or is it just this? Guess we're gonna find out. For Minecraft editing. So it looks like it says, and client-side rendering. Powered by specialized algorithms, enhance both visual feedback and performance while building. So builder context menu, hotbar swapper, switch between hotbars for easy building material management. I don't think I'd be able to use this on the server. But it'd still be nice for figuring out plans ahead of time. Let's go back and click the first Forge one. Description. Okay, so it has the same address. Looks like it shows the same wording. So if we go back to file, fabric. Is this client side? I feel like it would be cheating for the server though. Having seen someone build with it. And by some of its description. I don't know. Yeah, this seems like more creative mode. Not a server thing. So maybe I can... Is there a curse forge or is it just fabric? Looks like just fabric. So do I have to download fabric again? Yeah. I don't think this is the one that shows you how to build. The reason why I'm looking into this is because the guy in the video, at least, specifically doing the color theory. My keyboard keeps unplugging. Is it does have a... Like... It has... what do you call it? Let me open up Microsoft Paint. With choosing. So it's not stripes like this. It's where like black's at the bottom, white's up the side, and then it has the rainbow gradient. So it's similar to this, where you can like choose gradients but with blocks. It shows blocks that... Yeah, Lightmatica is the one that shows you how to place. But Axiom, part of Axiom has something like this, where you choose a color and it will bring up the blocks that most closely match that. Well, hi, thanks for coming in, Game Enjoyer. I am having a good day. I visited my sister with my soon-to-be sister-in-law and just chatted while me and my sister's kids played together. So we just got back just before 8, so I was able to start mostly on time. But yeah, thanks for joining, even if it's just for 20 minutes. I am still playing Minecraft, but I'm looking into getting something that will help me with block gradients, and I was showing here on Paint. I didn't like this canvas, whatever this is, this grid that allows you to choose colors. They have something like that on this mod that allows you to choose colors with something similar to that. I did have a good visit with her. It was great. We got to talk about like family issues. Not that they're bad, but like we talked about growing up and stuff. And it was a good time talking about childhood and then just family issues that we know are issues but sometimes get ignored. Like, but it was still a good conversation, even though it wasn't, not necessarily all the topics were positive. It was good chats. So, but yeah, so I think this I would have to do, because I think it allows you to like paint blocks everywhere if I'm remembering correctly from a different video. So yeah, this will be a single player world where I can test on a creative, I think. So do I have to download Fabric again to have this separate? To have two different fabrics, I think? I don't know. Let's download it. Sure. Let's do it with the CurseForge app. Then I don't have to worry about Fabric. And then that way I can't accidentally join the server with it. Yeah. Well, it's not even necessarily issues between us. It's like issues with other family members of how they... kind of like how we were raised and how it's semi messed us up now, but we're surviving, we're figuring it out. Create a new profile. So yeah, it's all, I don't know why, but just recently my computer's been having issues of not wanting to keep my keyboard plugged in. Yeah, well, and I'm actually the one who got the least... I came out the most unscathed. Like, I would say I still have more of emotional and somewhat religious issues, like how we were talking on Wednesday, the more legalistic. Not necessarily that the Baptist church I grew up in taught legalistically, but because they're more rules-based in how my parents were, like... it was harder for me to understand true relationship with God because of how I thought of rules and how I had to follow them. But then also emotionally I didn't understand why I had anxiety, but now it makes sense because my family environment wasn't as perfect as I thought it was. Because I was told and believed what my parents told me, that our lives were perfect. Not directly. Like, I was told that I didn't have to earn my faith, but the way that life was lived out was that kind of is, like, I knew I was saved and that nothing I did could save me, but to earn God's love, like, for God to truly love me, I must need to be good. Not that that was directly taught to me, but that's what I learned through the actions of my parents, I think. Is I have to earn God's love. Like, sure, I'm saved, but I have to earn God's love, which isn't true. I don't have to earn God's love. God loves me for who I am, whether I sin or not. He just wants a relationship with me, which is what which is what I'm learning and figuring out. It's like, it's this simple of just pursuing God for who he is, and he's already sought me out for who I am. Like, yes, thank you. Yes, I know. Yep, I sometimes hard for my brain to comprehend, but I do know God loves me and that he always will. So yeah, and this is just stuff that I actually found out just this past year of, I call it my filter. I had a fairy tale filter over my childhood and how I was raised. I thought I was raised semi-perfectly. Like, I know humans aren't perfect, but I thought I was raised as perfect as could be when that was actually false. But yeah, it's okay. I feel like obviously God has a plan, and I can, now looking back, I can see how certain things have pushed me to want to know God more and to actually get me into a true relationship with him. So yeah, I don't have as much trauma as my siblings do, which I won't get into on here because it's their stories, not mine. But like, it's crazy to find out how, despite living in the same house, we had completely different childhoods. I think they did do their best, but at the same time, like, it's hard to say. It's almost kind of hard to say that they did their best, because in some areas it's like they could have done so much better, but at the same time, I think there were some areas that they probably could have done better, but overall, they did their best. Hello, Night Architect. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we talked about, because our soon-to-be sister-in-law is having a hard time communicating with our brother about stuff, just because, like, I know that it's not just our family, but our family does, especially the men in our family, have a harder time communicating, especially emotions. Yes. A lot of harm is done unintentionally by well-meaning people. Parenting and adulting is hard. It is very hard. Especially now as a parent myself. Because he wasn't always this, like, I think she explained that he's become more closed off because of the severe trauma, that he's starting to realize that he's ashamed, and she knows that he can open up. He just has to get to that point. So she's willing to stick out the relationship until he gets to that point of opening up. Like, she's willing to stick with him through that, because she knows once he's ready, things will get better. So I feel like she's not maybe necessarily making all of the greatest choices with maybe sticking with him, but I also support them in their relationship, so yeah. Yeah, it is. I think she feels like that she can help, so I think there's a slight unhealthy part. But I also don't want to tell her that she can't get married either, so it's still her decision. And I think it might make their early marriage especially harder that way, but yeah. I'm just gonna do my best to support them the way I can. I'm gonna, especially now that I know a little bit more about how their relationship dynamic is, I'm definitely going to be praying for them a little bit harder. Yes, it is a very interesting conundrum. Like, I'd say in some ways, my brother is doing so much better now, especially that he's with my sister-in-law. But then also with the recent discovering of certain child traumas, like, my brother's starting to realize, like, remember So I think it's closing him off a little bit. And they did withhold their wedding for a year so far as well, I think, because of some of that. But I feel like there's good for them to be together, but then also there will obviously be hurt that comes with it. So all I can do is hope and pray the best for them. Because I know, like, your spouse can't help fix you, and you can't fix them, but to a degree, I feel like there is good that each other has done. That they've done good for each other to a degree. Let's see, I think I'm missing. Hopefully your brother will be able to get these things figured out. Has he considered seeing a Christian psychologist? He is in counseling, but right now it seems like it's not really helping. Like, I think he's been going for a while, and my sister, I'm just going to call her my sister-in-law, even though she's not quite yet, says that it seems like he must be becoming more closed off more recently. So I did just give her information to a both cheaper and for sure Christian counselor. So hopefully she'll get them on at least on the waiting list. And hopefully that this next person will be able to help too. Yeah. A slight misrepresentation. But yeah, so she is confident that they will get through it. I can only pray that God helps them get through it. And I do know that she hasn't directed my sister-in-law directly, but towards the end of our talking, like, she sees concern for them getting married. And Eden's like, or my sister says that it's, like, it's okay if you hold off a little bit longer, but my sister-in-law is committed. Yeah. My brother attends church sometimes, and then she doesn't, but has a bit of a Christian background, but she also has severe trauma of church too. So I'd say right now they don't really have church community, which is unfortunate because it's tough not having church community, and I'm just now starting to be able to grow my own church community. So that's another prayer. If you guys want to be praying for my sister-in-law and my brother, that both of them would seek relationship with God more closely, and that she would feel comfortable enough and have worked through her own trauma enough to be able to step into church again, would be wonderful. And then they're getting married on the first Saturday in October, so that would also be nice. Yeah, it's true. Not all churches do have loving communities. It's finding the right one, but sometimes it can be exhausting finding your community. Yeah, it can be discouraging not finding community, and it takes a while. Our church, in particular, current church, is super big, so it is a bit harder to find community. So I'm glad to finally starting to be able to get a hold on that. Let's play this and see. Oh, I guess I should close the other Minecraft. Seems like my keyboard's back on. Okay. Yeah, reading
Press
these...
enter to enable the narrator.
No, I don't want to enable the narrator, please. This is also loud. Volume. Don't want it off. 50, and then we turn music off. Other way down. Way down. Video settings. Something feels off. Unless it's this. No. Creative. That should be all, I think. First time to access the builder mode menu, hold left alt. Then to open close the editor mode, press right shift. See this introduction. Axiom intro to web document. What do you like to run through? Yes, this is Axiom. So this is the mod Axiom. At least a section of it that I've seen in a YouTube video is I can figure out color palettes from them. Okay, yeah, it's some type of editor tool. So you're saying Twitch sub things. Did you reach that tier? I guess so. I think I have some things unlocked. I know that I'm an on-boarder with Twitch. I'm not quite an affiliate yet with Twitch. Yeah, I'm not sure. I only have 19 followers. I thought I needed to be affiliate to be able to earn any form of revenue type options. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the subs. So with onboarding, I think I had to have a minimum hour per month and a minimum amount different streams on different days per month. And then, so like just a few weeks ago, the onboarding part was giving them my tax information for when I do make revenue. They can like do the taxes for it. But then it seemed like the affiliate is when you start actually making money. So I'm not sure. I'm confused. I'm new at this. I don't know how to customize anything on Twitch. I don't know how to do the fun borders, the fun alerts, and like I've kind of looked over it, but I haven't taken time to just sit down and look at it. Um so yeah, I haven't really gone through it, and there's so many tabs, it's a little bit confusing as a new person, new streamer. Okay, let's see. I have to do this. Now, does it stay up? No, I have to keep holding it. What's this different stuff? I don't know what I just... This type of creative flight. Maybe this is what I want? What's this? I'm just clicking, so no clip. Move through blocks while flying. Angel placement. Place blocks in mid-air. Fast place. Place blocks very fast in a controlled manner. Yeah, I'm not worried about earning money at this point yet, but I think it's a little confusing how it's set up, because it did seem like I couldn't earn money yet, but infinite reach. Anchorer. Where do I see the... I can't even see the full screen. There's something up with one of my video settings. What's it called? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I should be able to see things. Well, thank you, gamer. That's very nice of you to say. I hope that I make it at some point, at least a little bit. Because I know Vol would like me to make money, and if I can make money in a fun way, this would be a good way to do it. I do, yes. I attend church regularly. I serve in my church. Yes, Vol is my husband. He's also on the server, but he doesn't really play that often. Just because he has a harder time making goals on Minecraft. But he's on the server, and he's attempted making YouTube videos before. He's never done Twitch, but he has not made anything recently. But yes, he is my husband. But yeah, the church I go to, I attend regularly. I serve in the church. I'm in a discipleship group, and I'm currently going through a foundations class through my church. Unless you were talking to Game Enjoyer, but... left alt. I wish I knew what I was doing. Oh, whoa. I placed something. Oh, and I just stretched it out. This is weird. This is not what I'm trying to do. Maybe I should... Oh. Maybe I should look at the video to see what the one guy did. But then it would take over the music. No, I didn't see your name in the question. I guess I read over it. Oh yeah, game. I see that now. Yeah, it is easy to miss details. It's like I'm trying to keep up, but I'm also trying to do the task that I'm trying to figure out. But I would prefer just sitting here reading chat over playing the game. No, is this it? Color picker? I think I found... Oh, wait, what it... Oh, the game crashed. But maybe I found it? I think it's non-denominational. I attend a Harvest church. Yes, thank you for coming. I hope you have the good rest of your evening. Yeah. Yeah, have a good rest of your evening, game, and thank you. I will do my best to have fun for the rest of the stream. Okay, let's see if I can do that again. So let's just go down to the ground. This is a color picker and gradient helper. Why does it keep crashing the game? Mouse clicked, event handler error. Does it not like me clicking on it? Am I supposed to click a different button? I guess I'll try this one more time, and if not, then I'll just figure out stuff the old-fashioned way. Making a gradient myself. Maybe if I do that button? Nope, because that doesn't click it. Nope, doesn't like it. I'm giving up. Let's... that mode off. Is this... not ending stream yet. I just have to... oh, I see Axiom still up even though I entered regular Minecraft. No, I think I need to X out of this. Now do it. Oh, thanks for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. One day I'll figure out a fun little thingy to do. Okay, we're almost back online. There we go, now it's come up. Thanks, Denalen, for subscribing. How exciting, I'm moving up in the Twitch world. And it's nighttime. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I wonder if that's it. So I think with Twitch I can earn gamer balance, but I think to be able to get an actual physical payout, that must be why I need to be affiliate level, is to get an actual physical payout. Otherwise, whatever I earn, I can only use in-app. Yeah, that too. Also a 50 minimum balance. Denailet, are you affiliate level at all, or? You know, if I want to come up with color palettes, I'm going to need... Yes, I don't make enough to really count, but I like having emotes and stuff, yeah. Oh, I still have those on me. So I guess we can at least come up with a layout while we're on the server, but I think I'll need to go to a creative single player world. That's not Axiom, because apparently it keeps crashing for whatever reason. But over here, where I want the entrance. But how do I actually want the entrance to look? Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Okay, so I want this to be the entrance, but I feel like a little bit of my plan is like, I think of like a castle wall entrance, but I'm not gonna actually wall around my entire area. It's like it might be a little silly and stand out weird to have a castle entrance. I don't know. I could have like a welcome sign, welcome to the city sign, to direct you over this way. Because let's see, I do want a building over here. Basically where this pen is, a lot of things are actually in my way. Maybe I should start with the church building, because like I know I want the church to be up on this hill. Although this oval seems a little small, but I guess that depends on how big I plan on building the church. I do want the church building to come more like over here, so it's more on the corner. And I kind of want to design it similar to how my childhood church... Yeah, Virga Town. Want to do the building similar to how my childhood church is shaped-ish. I think this one would end up more like a square, though, than a rectangle. I think I might need to get rid of this one layer of dirt. And over here a ways, but not too far. Maybe like right here. Oh, that's not even in line. Yeah, there are some cool tools. Okay, so I think this is about where I want the church building. Probably gonna be the biggest building in the town. And then over here was one of the original town centers. And I wanted a playground, which is basically right here where Val's house is. So I want a playground over here, but then I kind of want a building back here. Maybe like a school building. And then have the park out in the front yard. So this can be a school with a couple of classrooms. So yeah, then this is the playground area out front. Kind of feel like I want a building up here. Don't know what it would be. Maybe a post office. It could be a post office. Let's see. Down here is a quarry area. Well, I guess I don't officially have a list. I just have a general idea. Like, I know I want this to be kind of circle-ish, like a half moon of buildings for a shopping area. Like, these are a main street, business front, lane, cul-de-sac. And then I want an apartment-like building over here or a hotel. And then the church. But then everything else is just what types of buildings does the town have? So I don't have an official list. So if you have any ideas, we can add them. Because I do want the area to maybe not necessarily actually be tight and busy, but I want it to feel like a close-knit built town. Let's see, I could put another building over here too. Have a little bit of an alleyway in between these two. Oop, that's not my blocks. Then just go this way. I don't know what this long building would be, but we can put it here. A restaurant. This could be the restaurant next to the post office and the church. Because then I also I don't know exactly where I want the house, but I was kind of thinking of these hills over here kind of being farmland. Maybe I could tear down this hill a little bit or flatten this hill out and the farmhouse could be back here. That, or I want it over more in front over here. A bank and gas station, those are good ideas. Kind of want the farmhouse to be larger. Like to be able to have a porch area. Something like that. Yeah, probably not a train station. But I think I like bank. I think just because there aren't vehicles in Minecraft and I don't really feel like building vehicles, I might not do a gas station or a bus station, but I'll do a bank. I feel like the bank should maybe be near or around the cul-de-sac of shops so it's easier for people to get their money out to buy stuff. And then it would be near apartments or hotels, so travelers will have easier access to their money. Do a town hall. Depends on how much room. We could maybe do a town hall. Otherwise, the church could double as a town hall, because I think old-timey churches would do that. This might be far enough away from the cul-de-sac area to be a bank. Yep, I do have a school already plotted out by Falls area, so that's good. I feel like we could have a building up front here somewhere. Maybe that could be a theater. That would be good touristy, although it wouldn't be very big. Unless we put it over here, this could be a theater. I just don't want it to shadow the church though, so maybe not, because I feel like a theater would need to be big. Yeah. Brainstorming's good. I definitely want some more smaller buildings though, down in front. Maybe those could also just be regular houses. Let's go look what it looks like, even though they're all stubby exteriors. I don't have an era in mind. I don't know. I guess I just kind of think more modern, but at the same time, I don't necessarily love modern either. So this is what it looks like so far. Let's... Yeah, probably 1950s. I'm currently obsessed with 1950s. Yeah, soda shop. The diner hangout. That could be the restaurant. Yes. Okay, then... I don't know, I feel like I should just let go of the hotel idea, because that would be a tall building and would be somewhat out of place. Maybe a roller rink. I could do a roller rink over there. It wouldn't need to be tall. A bed and breakfast? That would be better, because that could be like a regular house that just has an extra bedroom for people to stay in, like an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast. That would work. I did think of a library. I haven't put one in, but library did cross my mind. Maybe I should have the restaurant over by the bank. And maybe instead of a post office building, let's see. So I guess let me start writing down actual buildings that I want. And then I also need to think, one of the storefronts can be the soda shop. Hardware store could be one of the storefronts. So obviously want a church, a school, a bank, and a post office, because Back then they didn't have phones, so the only way you got stuff around was mail. Post office, farmhouse, bed and breakfast. They did have phones, that's true. Just put a phone box somewhere for Superman to change into his outfit in. So, a phone box. But I feel like a roller rink would be a really big thing. And then they can do, what's it called? Like their sock hop dancing or whatever? I can't remember the name. Oh yeah, we need their soda shop. Yeah, sock hops. So then in my cul-de-sac area, or my main street, I'm just going to call it my main street, even though it's a half circle. Unless I do change it to a main street and then have the end a cul-de-sac. Because I have space. I can get rid of the quarry idea. Because that doesn't actually fit into a town. You never have a quarry in the middle of town. But we can have our soda shop. Diner. I wonder if that's why I think roller skating was a big thing, because they have those roller skating diners. Oh, could have a factory in the background. Background. Yep, skating car hops. And then we could have a hardware store. And I feel like a butcher's shop would be a big thing. Okay, so now that I'm starting to change my mind about stuff a little bit, maybe we can have the town hall at the end of the road here, and then just line like a main street that has a side road to come up to this area. Yeah, butcher, grocer, and pharmacy. I'll for sure do the butcher shop. I feel like I always do a butcher shop, but I'll do a butcher shop when I start making towns. And then I feel like, at least in movies, there's always that one rich, maybe slightly snooty neighbor who always hosts parties. Probably a movie trope thing, but I think I'll screenshot this because I like to put pictures and paint and draw stuff out. Do this full screen and then I'll let you guys see it in a minute. There we go. So then we want to mark it up. Let's do orange. So we can have town hall back here. And then let's do the street in gray. So then we would have a street Ooh, and then the town hall can have a clock tower like Back to the Future. And then this is like a side street. You up the hill. But yeah, then we just flood this area with shops on either side. What could we have down in front here that's low building? Let's go back to orange. I want a building down here and then maybe a road to it if we have multiple buildings. So we could either have this one or we could have a road with a few little buildings like this along the edge of the hill. I know I'm not drawing those perfectly, but so yeah, let's do this up super tall. Yeah, diner, soda shop. I feel like I kind of want the diner soda shop on Main Street, but the roller rink I think most definitely could be back there. Let me know that. So there, now we can do this. Yeah, I think roller rink over there would probably be good because that would be a low building. So roller rink over here. Let's fill the road up more to the edge of the entrance of town. This could probably still be the bank. Soda shop next to it. We could have the hardware store. So now I might want to slightly re-terraform this front area to be able to fit more buildings. So if I also just draw this on paper so I can write work. This is the main street. We have town hall, bank, soda shop, and then I said hardware. Ooh, there should be a colors TV shop. Roller rink. If we have room. Definitely want stores that have the big open windows that display their items. I think the post office could still stay up here. A dress shop, yes, absolutely. Because that's what I'm really obsessed with from the 1950s. Is I think 1950s silhouette dresses match my body type so well. Like, I haven't worn any, but I know that the silhouette, I know I'm comfortable in. So yeah, up the hill is the bank. And the school I'll still keep over here. Maybe just make it a little bit bigger. With the playground in the middle. And we'll do here a little swing set to indicate it. Park. And yeah, let's keep the restaurant up here as well, I guess. No, the library. We'll put the library there. Keep it educational, kid area. Police station, yeah. Maybe we'll have the police station between the town hall and the bank. Or maybe an alleyway up to a police station in the background. But still up by it. I will put a police station somewhere, maybe up here. Then have a driveway where they can come through this way. It could be attached to the town hall. Maybe the town hall kind of wraps around in an L on this corner. Yeah. It could probably also double as both, because I feel like, at least in my head, town hall and courthouse have a similar building silhouette. So maybe it's both. It's just like the town's general meeting place. Let's see, what else was on my list I haven't? So I got church, school, I still have the bank, the post office. So I still need to find a spot for the bed and breakfast. Well, and we have the soda shop, so that is the restaurant. So this could be the bed and breakfast, slightly out. Close enough that you could walk to Main Street, but it's also out of the way that you're not in the hustle and bustle. Not that this town stays up late. That can be the... Oh, except I said that's the library. Duh. Maybe I could build a bed and breakfast over here. Oh, I changed the color. How did I do that? Hit a button on my keyboard. Near entertainment? Maybe if I smooth out this right in front of the church, this could be a big bed and breakfast building in front of the church. Then it would be by the roller rink and across the street from the diner. Now I need to find for areas up here. Definitely be easier to look at in the actual game, but for drawing it out. So let's see, what do I have left? I think I still have the butcher shop. I'll do that across the street from the soda shop. And then it's closer to people in the houses in the back of the town. So butcher shop, and then we'll wrap the police over that way on my paper map. Okay, so then maybe a dress shop next to the butcher shop. Right here will be the dress shop, and then we need to rethink this building. What else was interesting? So we got the butcher, hardware, and soda. We got the bed and breakfast. So I have everything that's listed. Or that I wrote down. Not everything that was in the comments. Let's see what else. Pharmacy or grocery. Maybe grocery, because that's a little bit of a big area. If I need to, I can, like, mine into this hill. So this will just make bigger into a grocery store. There, and then we could maybe fit one more building over here if we wanted to. Closer to entertainment spot. Yeah, maybe we could put that here. Dress shop over there. It would be in between the roller rink and the soda shop, so the high school girls would be walking past it, fawning over the dresses. So then that could leave a pharmacy or something. So pharmacy. And then next we'll see if we can actually fit all of this stuff in there. But yeah, then we'll need to find spots, like maybe a phone booth. Let's do it in blue. Let's undo that. Let's do dark blue. Do like a phone booth here. Phone booth in front of the police station. And then maybe in front of the soda shop. Could have one at the post office. And then that's 4 phone booths. Yeah. Near diner. Yep, okay. So yeah, and then the pharmacy is by the butcher. Okay. And then still the farmhouse over here to the farm that the high school boys can go mess with livestock and run through the corn. And then these can be all of their houses back here in some way. I'm not sure if I want to center the road in the center of this flat spot, or if I'm just going to have the road like along this hill ledge and then have all the houses back like this. Yes, as they do. When we went to my grandparents last weekend, why I couldn't stream on Sunday, and my papa was telling more stories. He was, in high school, like in the 60s, so around the time of the Jesus Revolution, but then also, like, a lot of love and peace and hippies and stuff, and he did some pot, but he was also like around smoking and pot and stuff, so he has some pretty funny stories. Even though they're probably not the most Christian things, but they're still fun to listen to. Okay, that's a terrible sketch, and if I were to look at this again tomorrow, I'd be like, what is this? But I have it written down so I can see, so now I guess let's go back. I'll turn my monitor off. Yes, leave without saving, because I have it written down on paper. Okay, so now I'm going to grab signs, so then I can have it in the world what all the buildings will be. And I think I want to start with the road. I think starting with the road would be the best starting point to be able to figure out. And I need to learn, like, one thing with this area is I feel like I always build too big. That's hard to fill spaces, so my challenge for this town build is to be comfortable building small scale. Which is going to be so hard for me. Just grab all of the different signs that I have. And I guess take down most of my white concrete, or at least some of it. I think all of the buildings up here stayed the same, but we'll... No, I kept all the buildings that I've concreted. Okay, so down here will be the town hall attached to the police station. And then police, or I guess it would be more of a jailhouse because I'm not going to have police cars. Then next to that was the pharmacy. I think I spelled that right. If not, I know what it says, so... And then here would be the butchers. And then this will be the Airbnb. Now that I see it, like, actually walking around, Like, this place is actually bigger than that sky view. The bed and breakfast. And then on this other side... But yeah, there's actually more space over here that I need to fill in than I thought. Unless I change the angle. That's supposed to be the entrance. This is where I want something. So yeah, I'm going to have to rechange this hill quite a bit, I think. Maybe have the roller rink going this way. I don't know. This road's going to be straight through this house. Which does not line up with that. Maybe that's okay. Roller rink. Across the streets, the dress shop. I'm actually gonna be making myself a 1950s dress for my brother's wedding. Hopefully. It's the plan. Because I don't have a dress in their wedding colors. Which is black and emerald green. So I'm gonna make myself a dress to match. And then this would be around the soda shop. Slash diner. And then... might be able to fit one more building in here too. I'll leave that over there, and then if we come up with any idea, something else can go between the bank and stuff. Unless I need to move the bank over for the groceries. Which might need to be the case. Eh, that's hard to read. Black. Okay, so that's everything down here. And then we go up here. And then we have church. Post office. Library. A park. And then school. Then farmhouse. Okay, now for the road, I don't want to do black concrete. I want it to be a more faded gray. So that could be gravel, maybe basalt for the edges where it's still a little dark. Like that. Let's see, I feel like I should go into creative to figure out. So let's figure out the road first. That's my first goal. Road. Because if I can get the road in place, then I can get scale for everything else better. And there's my storefront when I practiced that. Okay, gray. So there's that basalt. Let's get rid of this. That or this. That could be good. Let's see. Okay, so there's stuff to get started. Now we need to decide from this. that. No, I want the more bluish, which then that won't go with it. That doesn't really. There was the smooth basalt. I think in my head I was thinking more of these and not as blue. But there's less light grayish blue than other gray. What did I see over here? That's still a little too dark. I mean, this could be part of blue. As the lightest part of blue. And this is where I wish Axiom would work, because it would help me figure this out better, I think. That's too white. I've already passed. Okay, I think let's do this. So, how wide? I think I'd want no more than 5 wide, because then I still want room for a sidewalk, which I would want the sidewalk even lighter, I think. So, I might need to reconsider what colors I actually want to use. That doesn't go. This would almost be a better sidewalk, I think. This feels a little too streaky, but at the same time, tire streaky is kind of good. Let's see. Let's get some of... Okay, that breaks up the streaky pretty good, I think. I don't know. I'm not fully convinced. I'm not good at picking out blocks. Because maybe I'd like... I don't think I want it flat gray concrete. I want there to be texture to the road, because roads aren't smooth, even when they're newly paved. Like tire streaks Like, I don't think they're entirely bad. It's just how that block looks once it's placed next to each other like that. Yeah, concrete powder. What I'm thinking. Because I want to texture it. I might just have to get over just not texturing it. But I want to be creative and able to texture it, but I don't know how to do it well, in my opinion. Like, I want the road to look a little rough. And then there was a trick that I saw to get really thin. Is it banners? There's a trick to get really thin yellow lines. Nope, that's not what I want to place. No, that's too low though. I don't remember what the trick was. Chiseled basalt. That's even more streaky. I think this is chiseled. Polished. This one's polished. And then there's smooth. This one's textured and it doesn't leave streaks. So this one could work. Which I put in this one to break it up a little bit. Would it look good with this group? It could. It's a little bit bright. There's gotta be another block to help it blend better. I don't know. Maybe if I do this instead of... Cobbled deep slate, yeah. That was... That's blackstone. Deep slate. Okay, that. And let's get regular deep slate to try and break up the texture, which I don't think I choose which direction. I think that might work. Yeah, use this side of the block. And that one is directional, so I could do it like that. I do kind of like the more directionalness. Because then it feels like the road's being pulled specifically in a direction. Yeah. Ooh, it's so busy. Trying to stare at it. Yeah, I think that would work better. And then, because the side texture is just a smidgen darker. So then if we have most of the middle more worn out, then let's get rid of the worn outness from the side. I think that looks good. Like, it's very subtle, which I think is what I was trying to go for. Is a more subtle, like, fading to the ground. And then let's see, can cobble still be used? Is it even lighter, or would it be more of a blending between the two, it looks like? Yeah, deep slate will work. I think I like that. So woo. And then I just need to figure out how I want to do the yellow line. If I do a yellow line, I don't have to. I wish I knew what that trick was, unless I'm thinking of it in the wrong direction. I don't know. Unless they use like armor stands, which I don't feel like doing. Just do a gold deep slate block. Let's see how weird this looks. It looks like stripes from this angle. If I yeah, I don't hate it either. It's like, if I really want yellow stripes, but not for it to be solid concrete yellow, I might do this. If I can't figure out how to do a stripe. Because I don't want the whole thing, a solid block, to be yellow. Because these are my yellow options. I don't want it to be the full block. Could potentially do a button. Does bamboo have a button? Could also maybe do this. Be more of one of those like reflectors that they put in the middle of the road while they're redoing it before they paint the yellow lines. And then I wouldn't do it everywhere. I mean, I could do something like that too. Maybe more like every... Could do that. I think I like the gold better, honestly, though. Even though it's not like an actual line, but visually from a distance, it works. Okay, so I need deep slate. And then we'll do a lighter color for the curbs and the sidewalk. Also think might not be able to do a slab for the sidewalks. It depends on which block I want for the sidewalks. We could use slabs so it's not a full block jump. But I think I'm good with that, so I can start doing that in my world. Or in the world, not my world. It's a server, not single player. So let's see, we just decided deep slate, which I do have decent amounts of both, I think. So what was it? The sides, I liked... I have less. I'm going to need to silk touch some more deep slate. But I do think I'll dig into the ground for it. Let's bring this bed. I need to decide where my center road is. I think I want it to be about here. I think I need an aerial view for this. Like straight. Yeah, I think I want this edge right there to be the center block of the road. So if this is the center, then I'll dig down here. I'm going to need to commission Vol to dig me up some deep slate gold if he hasn't already. That can give him something to do. Because he's really a helper. He doesn't come up with his own goals. He likes to help people out with their projects in the game, but he needs to be told, hey, I want help with this. This was the center. Bedtime. Deep slate coal ore. Deep slate coal ore could add texture to the road too. Which that I know Vol has. If there's like an oil stain in a section, maybe an oil stain in front of the hardware shop. That would be another shop idea, is to do a car shop, because cars were also pretty big. Like the nice fancy 50s cars. Yeah, I didn't want to build cars. I would maybe be okay building a broken up one in a car shop, but I'm not gonna build them on the roads because I'm going small scale. And cars aren't really great in small scale because my road's only going to be 5 blocks wide to leave plenty of space for shops. I just hope I centered my road right, that there's enough room on this side. Hopefully. Probably should have centered it off of this area over here. I imagine the center being about here. I might need to recenter my road now. That's alright. And then I think I will have it end like right here. Oh. Water there. How annoying. So yeah, this will be the end of my road, and yeah, that's way off center. But then it makes this side so narrow over there. I think I might need to stick with that, unless I have it at an angle. I could have my road at an angle. How many blocks is this? I need to do maths now. So if oop, that's not what I want to do. Negative 1, 2, 9, 3, 1, 1, 2, 8. And then we run over here. And then go to this block. Like right here. And then this is negative 1380. So how many blocks is that different? 5 blocks different. So then we need to figure out the difference of the other gap and then divide that by 5, and that will determine my angle. So the other distance is 95. So good, it will be a nice round number. 95 divided by 5 is 1. And then 9. So 19. So every 19 blocks will move over a block. Although then I might accidentally set my villagers free. I need to move my villagers. I guess let's go get some boats or something. But where will I move them? Ugh. We'll dig a hole over here. They'll live in an underground church for a little while. Gonna need to move the beacon over here as well. Probably do that now, but I've already started digging and I don't want to stop. Okay. Yeah. And it's gonna be nighttime soon. I should say I need nighttime so I can lure the villagers over here too with beds just in case they escape. How many beds do I need over here? Get all the villagers. Okay, now let's get the... Oh, I don't have... Well, I have chests. I can make myself space. Okay. Move a couple of chests over here. Empty my inventory to store some beds. That's my bed. Let's keep that separate. Okay. Time to set the villagers free. Ish. Temporarily. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to let them free yet. I want them to be tired first, I think. Guess while I wait— oh hey, look, a cake. I guess while I wait for it to be nighttime, I can start tearing down their house. Although it's basically almost nighttime, so I'm gonna have to fly off the house soon. Okay, I think the villagers would go to bed at this point. So let's let them be and find the beds. Although I don't know if these guys over here can sense the beds. This one did. Come on, sense the bed. Quick mates, make some boats to get them over here. Oh, he sensed a bed. Let me light up this area so no monsters can spawn near their bed area. Monsters over there. Okay, come on, guys. Seriously? Get out of here. Like, see the beds. I guess I need to break a bed and start luring them. Oh, baby zombie. Okay, let's hope he takes care of it. Nope. Okay, they're all running. Let's quick get the beds in. Okay, come on, villagers. Don't get lost. Don't die. Iron Golem, I can heal you. Okay, these guys are still not seeing the beds. Come on. Oh, they see Vol's bed. There's only a couple of beds in anyways. I guess I'll just lock those guys in, and then if I need to, I can drop them in from this later. Let's get one more fence to finish the wall, and then I'll sleep. Okay. Nope, another iron golem. He is on fire. Probably because of a zombie. Oh my goodness, so many zombies over here. So let's see, are any villagers alive? 1, 2. There were 3. Oh, there's the third one. Okay. Do I really want to bother? I kind of do. Yep, the golem was on fire. How terrible. But now... Oop. Darn torches. Could use a lead. Might be easier, but I don't have one on me, and I'm incredibly lazy and don't want to go back to my base for the bazillionth time. But man, now we have 3 iron golems around. Will he suffocate if we go through the fence? I guess we'll find out. No? Good. That works out great then. Okay, one more, and then I can finish tearing down the house and finish the road. Although I probably should get off soon-ish, but I'll stream later, because I would just plan on staying up until I finish the road anyways. Okay, all villagers are safe and confined, and they're jailed in their underground church. Usually the opposite. You go to jail because you're in an underground church. And then, knowing that I'll build a farmhouse, I think I'll move these over to where the farmhouse will be. Not, like, I'll probably move them over to that area, but they're not in the way of the road. I'll do that once we get to the buildings part. And then I'm most definitely gonna need to write my plans on a sign, otherwise I'll forget. Like, that I want to move the animals, that I want to work on the sidewalk next. Okay, now to figure out the diagonal. I got my number of 19. Something keeps connecting and disconnecting from my computer, and it dings in my ear. I don't think you guys can hear it. I'm not sure, but it's pretty annoying to me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18. One, 5, 6, 7, 8. Five, six. I feel like my math is a little off, but that's okay. Okay, I need to get more scaffolding and right at the end of the road. So then I can see this. Ooh, I can finally eat a slice of cake. This is a good view, I think. So definitely if I need to make more room for this these shops, I think it would be pretty easy to fill this ledge in. Okay, I guess now we can go get that deep slate back and start building with it. Ugh. I should also make sure the texture, okay good, the texture is going in the right direction for the road. Because the top texture I don't think I can control. That's pretty funny. Well, need more deep slate already. Down to my pit. Oh look, another cake. I go. Probably didn't need to run all the way down here, but might as well, I guess, try to get some diamonds at it. But I do want to make sure that I don't run into lava. I go straight this way, that way's clear. Except for maybe directly above the bed. That's not. You right here? No, right here for sure. Let's do right here. We'll go straight this way for a while. I guess let's get those torches back into my coffee. I am silk touching these, which is what I want. Maybe if I'm super lucky, I'll find gold too, but I can't remember if you can find gold at this level or not. Oh, I was mistaken. There is most definitely lava. Oh, is it not fully rendering? It wasn't fully rendering. Go. Okay, well that's disappointing. If I choose to go this way, it's endless. Let's put a torch over there, and I guess let's turn. Oh, hello, lava. That's really close to the edge. Ooh, a diamond. Just a diamond, but it was there. Probably don't need to do this for very long. Ooh, more diamonds. Ooh, and it's a lot. That was 8. 9. 9 diamond ores. That's pretty cool. We're gonna want this, I think. I'm gonna aim for like 8 stacks, because that took what, 2 or 3 stacks, and I didn't even get both ways fully. I think I should aim closer to 9 stacks, and if I overshoot, then good, that can go back to my storage system. Ooh, more diamonds. This is Lucky Lane for diamonds. When you need diamonds, you can't find any. When you're just trying to mine deep slate, you find all the diamonds. Maybe I can give them to Vol. Vol has a goal of filling a shulker of diamond ores. Why? Because he likes crazy goals. Ooh, that's fun. It's always exciting to find diamond ores. Ooh, yes, I got gold to contribute to my road lines. A perfectly reasonable goal, yes. Which, I think he's pretty close. I think... Oh, there's lava above me. Am I gonna run into it? Literally one more block. But it's reachable. I can close that off. I think that's reasonable. Okay. Let's get blocks ready. I could go shopping instead of giving them to Vol, because he's diamond rich. Let's be honest. He's a miner. He's a resource collector, but he doesn't have anything to do with those resources. But he's good at collecting. That's one reason why I think we're a great pair Minecraft-wise, is I semi-hate collecting resources. I like building. But then I do struggle with what to build or what blocks I need for the build. And there are times where doing this, it's like, just a not mind-numbing activity to do for a little while. But other than that, I hate needing collect resources so that I can do what I'm excited to build. And then that's where Vol comes in handy, although sometimes he gets bored with collecting things for me. He should make a shop of, you don't have to pay me, but I'll help you do your projects shop. I can't remember. Oh, I know he's working tomorrow, like, real job work. But I think he should be home in the evening. I think if I remind him, he would most likely play. Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah, pitch that idea to him, because I think he wants people to say that they need help, because he won't be like, hey, let me help you. Like, he won't force help, but he wants to help people who need it or want it. Hearing more lava again. Yeah, you just need to let him know and tell him what you need. Like, he has liked, Shield's need for ores. Because he likes collecting ores personally anyways. But then to be paid diamonds to give him the ores. Like, once he gets Silk Touch, he only Silk Touches ores. At least on this server, he has been like that. But yeah, he doesn't like crafting resources. It has to be a go gather this from the world type thing. It's not, don't tell him to make a bunch of, like, dispensers or droppers or something. He would hate that. But the gathering from the world resources. Yeah. I wonder how long, like, I know I'm not perfectly in line, but I wonder how long it will take me to mine all the way to Fires and Night Space. Kind of curious. Not even. And also the world spawns in a sphere, so I wouldn't be able to tell if I was parallel with you guys or not. I'd have to look at the coordinate, which I do have. The direction I'm going, I'm 1,000 away from night. And only 400 away from shield and fire. Yeah. Go for it. I'm not gonna diagonally dig towards your base. I shouldn't touch underground your base at all if I just mine straight this way. Yeah. I mean, if I accidentally mined, I wouldn't know that I'm under your base. But I shouldn't touch under your base anyways, unless I purposely turn this way. Oh, and there's lava. This is where I stop. How big's the lava? Literally just that block. How rude. So I guess I'll just go around this singular block. And I'll go a few blocks. Oop, more diamonds, woo! Just one. But finding the gold's nice. I only found 2 clusters. Out of storage space. I have way more than 9 stacks. I think I can turn around now. Oh, I didn't mine these. And I mined for a really long time. Like, when will I get back? I'm almost there. Does someone want to sleep? If you're actually on and not AFK? Oh, they did. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I know you like to sleep when you're on. Yeah, I meant in-game. uh, my brain is kind of like, you need to go to sleep, but I am dedicated to the road at the moment. I feel like maybe I should just fill this all in like this and then go back with the other stuff. And my keyboard stopped working. This commitment to the bit. Just so much more relaxing knowing that I finished a project. Although I could also place at least the gold right away first too. At least a little bit that I have on me. I think I liked the two together, two apart. And that's it for the... Maybe I could do farther apart. Do it 3 apart from each other. They don't need to be that frequent. Then it will stretch the gold out a little bit more. There. Makes it significantly farther down. Okay, so not that. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, or 25 gold. Let's see how much I have. Otherwise, I think Fall's fine if I use his, although I will wait for his permission first, which he's not home because of game night. But yeah, I don't have any. But while I'm over here, I have red and lapis and iron. Let's put stuff in. Okay, now I need to go back to the other world because I already forgot what the texture looks like. Like, I know what blocks I used, but can't remember what order. So it looks like cobbles next and then the tops. Okay. still have cotton on. This. Block. Okay. Now we just gotta keep going and not lose track of our line. Fuck. Please. Okay, I don't really like how that one dash is cockeyed like that. I think I'm gonna just need to decide which one's gonna be off-centered. But I think I did it. I like it. Yeah, I just need to get some more gold and then phase one, or part of phase one is complete, because then we'll still have a road this way. But one part complete, woo. So I think this is probably where I'm going to end it here. So thank you all so much for watching and chatting. And thank you so much, Janela, for the gifted sub and for your own subscription. And I should be on Sunday night, I believe. I should be streaming Sunday night. So I guess I'll see you all then. Bye. I guess we could raid somebody. Although, I always have the issue of who to raid. Back to... And I think I'll just skip raiding tonight. I'll do it Sunday. Okay.